So if you're a warrior enjoyer in classic World of Warcraft, you probably are used to being on top of DPS meters, and you're quite used to being in demand in general. With Season of Discovery, many things can change, and many other classes may emerge as your competitors. But you can prepare yourself by looking at warrior runes and understanding what Blizzard tries to create here and how they are trying to expand your gameplay in terms of new skills and new passives, which this video is all about. We are gonna look at warrior runes in Season of Discovery for classic World of Warcraft so that you can at least somewhat expect things that are gonna happen whenever the season launches. So let's start from the chest ones. These are the ones that Blizzard showed us either in their demo or in their videos. It's not everything, we still have many different runes on other slots, but these are some of the core ones, so that you will have a general opinion about how the class will evolve. So Flagellation is first one. Gain 25% bonus to physical damage done by 12 seconds after activating Blood Rage or Berserker Rage, which is definitely and quite obviously here is focused on your Fury. Then a Blood Frenzy, each time you deal bleed damage you gain 3 Rage, which is somewhat of an arms thing, I guess, but it may still interconnect and be way more of a utilitarian talents with warrior, as we've saw, as it was with warlock. Warlock is as well a bit more of a it doesn't have such a niche talents as some other classes do. Raging Blow, a ferocious strike that deals 100% weapon damage but can only be used while enraged, Berserker Rage or Blood Rage is active. And then Warbringer, your charge, intercept and intervene abilities are now usable while in combat and in any stance, and will all remove movement impairing effects when activated. So we definitely have here a pretty big shift comparatively to other classes, because you can definitely take different talents for multiple specializations, and Warbringer seems to me as more of a PvP talent just in general, so that's quite interesting for sure. Furious Thunder. Thunderclap now increases the time between attacks by an additional 6% and can be used in any stance, which means that it can be, it is a pretty big change, and it widens your opportunities in general as a class. Consumed by Rage enrages you and grants you a 25% melee damage bonus for 12 seconds or up to a maximum of 12 swings after you exceed 80 Rage, which is yet again not a definitive skill that is just here's your ice spell for Ice Mage. These are way more generalistic, and that's a very, very interesting type of design on warriors. Frenzied Assault. While wielding two-handed weapons, your attack speed is increased by 20%, which, to be honest, this one is just a bit way more narrow and way more specific. And now these ones were only for legs, so there's only 3 of them. Maybe that's some sort of mistake on Wowhead's end, because only 3 legs, 5 gloves should be 4, 4, 4. Don't know for sure, and maybe Victory Rush is 4 legs, but again, not sure about that. So Victory Rush. Instantly attack the target, causing some 150 damage and healing you for 10% of your maximum health. Only usable within 20 seconds after you kill an enemy that yields experience or honor, which this one is for sure for your leveling, for your open world combat. It wouldn't be good in raids that much, it wouldn't be good maybe in dungeons, but still mostly for your solo activities, for you not to have to eat all the time after every single mob. And then Endless Rage. You generate 25% more rage from all damage you deal, which is definitely an interesting way for you to have way more resource generation. Devastate. While you are in defensive stance and have a shield equipped, Sunder Armor also deals 100% weapon damage, increased by 10% per application of Sunder Armor already on the target. So this one we know from Wrath of the Lich King, from more again further versions options of the game, and this one is way more specific as well. Just like here, we do have rage generation from all damage you deal, and not the damage you take, which these are way more specific for specializations, especially defensive stance and shield equip. Single-minded fury. While dual wielding, your physical damage and movement speed are increased by 10%. Okay, so again, on a pretty big contrast with while wielding two-handed weapons. While dual wielding, we do see a bit of a change here. And quick strike, a reckless instant melee attack with your two-handed weapon dealing physical damage. The ability benefits from and triggers all effects associated with heroic strike. So I really like how they are trying to go a bit more generalistic with warriors, how they are trying to give you more options to mix and match between them. And let's see what happens whenever Season of Discovery launches, especially with all the other rune talents that we're gonna get and with all the other changes to the game that we're gonna get. Thanks for watching. If you want more content like this about different classes, other SOD updates and news about WoW in general, subscribe to the channel. Have a good day. Goodbye.